fellow space nerds, humans of Earth, and beyond. I'm Cornelius, back again, as promised, with another Starfield shipbuilding video. I've got build number 112, Ravenclaw, a Class A, long-range Scout Corvette. I put a poll up over on the Starfield Ships subreddit of 5 unposted ship names, and Ravenclaw was the winner by a healthy margin. So here we are, while heavily armed and rather capable in a fight. Ravenclaw's single recessed engine and lower mobility helps define her scouting role. There are so many possible spaceship types out in the cosmos. Imagination pretty much is the limit here. And when it comes to scouting ships of a fighting nature, I think you can do so many different things with that idea. All kinds of different paths one could go down. And this is a pretty sweet one that I chose to go down. One of my favorite things to do in this game is to test out new mods and new parts that become available. And Matilija continues to hold that #1 modder spot for me, as these new laser weapons and new parts really round out this sweet build. Hope y'all like it. Let's get into it. While this was not intentionally a stealth build, I did want to give it maybe a type of a stealth vibe. Maybe it's got a special radar reducing coating or something. But I get like a semi-stealthy vibe, at least, with the main engine set pretty deep in the superstructure. I feel like that does lend itself to maybe a reduced signature out there in the void. And of course, these new Matilija wings, armor plates, armor trim plates, and of course, these laser cannons. Toxic gas. What's the point of wearing a suit? Anyway, Matilija, awesome. Favorite modder by far. The transparency and the continued updates, freaking amazing. Alright, now anytime you put these Avon thrusters close to your bay, the Avon thrusters take up so much space that it can be a little tricky to get into the ship. So we gotta find, there it is. Come on, nice. So we've only got 2 1x1 Habs here. Okay, Andreja, trying to do a video here. So this is an MG 1x1 Deimos, but I've been able to fit a good amount of stuff in this, I think. Bunks, guns, in case we got a ditch or we get boarded, general storage stuff. We've got a workable galley and a fridge. That took so long to mount, but patience paid off. And a bathroom. Oh, Andreja, she's using the bathroom, maybe? I swear the NPC and companion UI in this game, they're always in the way, all the time. That's one of the hardest things about decorating a ship. Andreja is always in my way. Whatever. And here's, yet again, the awesome battle stations one by one from Build Habs. This is the same one by one, hello Andromeda, that I used in my previous build, but it's fitting for this one, so we get to see it again. Just the detail for these Build Habs, awesome. Fantastic mod. And in this back section of our cockpit, wrong button. Damn it. My bad. That's the button I was looking for. I've got a small medical station. Added a few more decor pieces in here. And then this is just our standard Deimos cockpit. Added a few panels. And that's an interior. Let's build it. Here we go. So our walkable areas are 2 habs, cockpit, bay, and docker. Pretty simple. But the merging will get a little complex further we go. Step 2. This will be our lower superstructure. Essentially just the lower 20% of the ship. Still pretty simple stuff here. Step 3 is where it gets, complex, for lack of a better word. Now this cargo pod, in this orientation, it attaches to the bottom of the engine. That is the attachment point that we are merging here. So just get it where it needs to be, select the rest of the ship, and we'll get our merge. Step 3. This is a heavier merge section, but if you simply go in the order that I go in, we should be able to get her done. We'll start off with our weapon mounts. This is a setup that I've done plenty of times. The only real new bit is these awesome Matilija laser cannons that make a lot of different build styles possible now. But as I've done multiple times before, this way of merging your weapons in is just 2 weapon mounts and an equipment plate to get that third weapon situated in the right spot. Pretty simple, as long as you are familiar with the general merging techniques. And here's our gear setup. It's just these 2 Avon thrusters with the Hope pipes merged into the same slot as our Nova wings and our weapon mounts. Now I chose to set these up sort of ahead of time, but this is generally simple merge, just some Hope markers flipped to this orientation along with these Matilija wings, and then we merge those into those Deimos spines. Now you'll see here, sometimes the shipbuilder will not recognize the merge you're trying to do. So if you separate it, like so, you'll just have to do the parts you want to merge individually. You'll have to pardon my momentary frustration, but I just want the shipbuilder to do what I want it to do, like that. Alright, now this merge back here for these other Deimos assorted spines is a lot simpler. I just merged in this particular one, the spine C, with the missile launchers mounted to it. I merge it into the other spines so they all look uniform, and my brain is happy. Alright, so we'll leave those for later. Now we'll go back to what we've already built, and we'll add these rearward Deimos wings and some more hope markers. They attach like so. And the rest of these merges are essentially going to build off of what we just did. Now, this level of merging so many different parts into the same slots, of course, is not necessary for the build, but I really like the level of detail that you can get, and the lines that you can make. And now back to those forward bits that we made before, and you just connect up the Deimos spine with the Deimos spine, like so. Nice. And step 4, final step of this Scout Corvette. This is going to be the top superstructure. This is where I did the merge for our reactor and grav drive, which we'll get to here in a second. And here's our grav drive and reactor merge, along with this Deimos Hull A. Again, if you put what you want on top and the bottom, and then duplicate again to the center, select all, and you should be merging parts into the same slot. For this Deimos Hull A, same exact technique. Now our fuel tanks here and Matilija armor trim pieces, another part of his most recent update. I love these little fuel tanks. I think visually they look fantastic. They also hold 500 fuel each. I have incorporated them on a good amount of builds, so you'll be seeing those in probably a lot of future builds. It's a simple merge here with these Matilija wing parts, same as the ones that we did down in step 2. Now, to get this to merge, we've got to just play nice with the ship builder to get it where we want it. Select all and fit it. And this final bit, you could call it our mast or our conning tower, radar bits. I really like trying to incorporate these elements into my builds where necessary. But these are all some pretty simple merges. You've now built the Ravenclaw. A fun one, like usual. Let's fight. If you made it this far, thanks so much. You're cool, which is a good thing. Like I mentioned in the intro, this was the winner of a poll that I put up on the Starfield Ships subreddit of 5 unposted ship names, and was the winner. So I built it. I've got, over a dozen unposted ships in my ship builder currently, and I don't know when I'll post them. I'm at a weird spot with some of my builds because there's several that I'm very fond of. I think they're just freaking awesome. But once I do a video and I post them, they're pretty much done. And it's on to the next one. So several of my ships, I don't think I'm ready to post. I'm not ready to part with them. But the build videos will continue, of course, as the time necessary makes itself available. I hope you guys like this one. I sure did. Work on my mod continues. Still no ETA, but work is continuing. Appreciate y'all very much. I'm Cornelius. You can find me in a star yard